Why isn't that so? Welcome back. I felt like it lagged for like a second.
Oh, okay.
Oh, welcome back, everybody, to Den Excelsior, the Mostly Marvel podcast. I'm your host, Ricky. With me, as always, we got Dennis.
How are we doing? Are we lagging? We're not lagging, right?
What are we talking about today?
Nice.
I don't know. I think we're just vibing.
Okay, we're vibing. We are talking about X-Men 97 season 2, episode 8 and 9. This time around, we did it again. We delayed our show by a day so that we could knock two birds out with one stone. And we were talking about the finale of season 2 of X-Men 97. We don't have to share
your favorite penultimate episode as well.
And the penultimate, yes.
Yeah.
The dead man's hand.
Yeah.
We don't have to share thoughts if you don't want to yet, but you can look forward to that later in the show. We like to tease, right? We like to tease.
We're a little teasy. Well, why don't you tease us with what you did this past week?
Man, this week was busy. I had an art show.
I saw your workshop.
Yeah, I did a workshop today. That was today. I was quite tired from that. Just to call back to a conversation we were having before the show, I had a salad as part of my dinner, and it's the only reason I have the energy to do this show with you right now. It was super fun. Workshop. I did an art show last week. Been just prepping for the workshop today, and I get to kind of rest a lot more now after today. Like, that was the last big thing on my list. I got hit up for that one right before Comic-Con to prep for it and stuff. So it's been on the radar for a while. It's done. It's in the books. So now I can finally just go back to working on my art and chilling. Other than that, like nerding out on stuff, I've still been watching Unreal. I will say this, like, and don't let this get back to my wife. Sometimes the wrestling gets a little redundant. It gets a little repetitive. As long as she still loves it, I'm gonna keep doing it. But it's the luster is wearing off for me, as it usually does after about a year or so.
Is it the characters or just the what's?
You know what it more or less is? Like, it's the goddamn injuries, man. The injuries are rough, dude. Like, because the injuries force you to see
They pivot.
How paper thin the writing can be sometimes. Yeah. And so it's pretty rough. Chelsea Green won the interim belt to take over for Rhea Ripley while she's out indefinitely. Probably they're estimating Rhea's probably out for the rest of the year. Torn meniscus. She just had surgery on her knee over last week. So they created an interim title where whoever won it would be the title champion in theory until somebody else takes it. Whoever's the interim champion when Rhea returns, they'll have to resolve that, right?
Fight her.
They fight to see who the real champion is, right? And then the news of the injury, like how bad it was, spread, and they're like, they're thinking about just dropping the interim and just calling Chelsea Green the damn champion, because you're not gonna.
Do they announce the injuries like in a professional context? Like,
sometimes they do it on the show, but most of the time it's on the websites or on Twitter and stuff like that, But this one, I think they did announce it on the show when it happened. But then, anyways, fast forward to 6 days later on SmackDown, and Chelsea Green broke her orbital bone. So I just don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. What's gonna happen? Like everybody's kind of waiting until Friday to find out how that plays out. You know what I mean? Like it's rough. Besides that, every now and then I comfort watch Masters of the Universe. Like we watch like 20 minutes at a
There's
time.
some behind the scenes footage of Jared Leto performing
Oh yeah,
in how they did it, and like it's really interesting, but it's also really weird because his face is like covered in blood.
yeah. I know he did that. That was his choice.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, why?
That was his choice to freak out the cast. Yeah. I knew about that part. Yeah. So I watch that one every now and then because it's pretty fun. I also watch The Dink on Apple TV. If you've not seen that
I
movie,
didn't know you're a pickleball fan.
dude, I'm a Jake Johnson fan.
Okay.
That movie is quite funny. It's very much
I heard
Happy
about it
Gilmore.
on NPR.
It's Happy Gilmore, but
I
modern
don't
day.
like Happy Gilmore.
Well, I think is it that you don't like Happy Gilmore or you don't like Adam Sandler in comedic roles?
I think it's both.
Try The Dink.
It's both.
It's a you might like The Dink more. It's also directed by Josh Greenbaum, who will be directing the Spaceballs the new one or the next one, whatever. It's pretty funny. It's a funny ass movie. I like it. It's good. Yeah, and then I can't put my
Are you watching any of
finger
like
on.
the Widow's Bay or Silo or Dark
I
Matter?
watched
on
all of
Apple?
Widow's Bay. We talked about that on the show.
Talk
didn't
about
we?
Widow's Bay. Maybe.
Only I've watched Widow's Bay. I have
Okay.
not watched Silo or Dark Matter. Yeah. I'm waiting for
I'm intrigued in
recommendations.
Silo.
on those. Same. I am. It's just it's so many damn things to watch all the time. I still need to watch Avatar from a few weeks ago. I watched the season finale of House of the Dragon. I watched President Curtis. I watched Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty finale ends this week. I watched My Adventures of Superman and Lois or whatever. No, it's called My Adventures of Superman. Yeah, with Superman. Yeah, those are all the nerdy things I watch. They're all fine. I will say the season finale of House of the Dragon was badass. That was really cool. It almost makes me want to like recommend, Game of Thrones to other people, but then I'm like, yeah, but there's a rough patch. There's a real rough patch. So, but yeah, no, the acting in the season finale of this season, top notch. It was.
You gotta finish Hacks.
I do. I know that.
They're doing a live show here. In
Really?
character live special, yeah, on Thursday for tomorrow.
That's cool. But yeah, no, House of the Dragon is probably the best thing I've watched this week, which is surprising because I mostly usually background watch it, but this one had my attention. Oh yeah, and then I think I've been playing a game that you also got, but I think mine was a lot cheaper. Marvel Tolkien. I'm sorry you didn't think to ask our mutual friend about that one.
I have Slack muted on my phone after hours because we use Slack at work.
Gotcha.
So I did not see that until it was too late. But yeah, I have hope for the fight stick because I do want that fight stick a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. But I've to be honest, I haven't played a ton of that game, but I do. That game feels good when you do the things.
It does feel good.
Who's your team? What's your team right now?
I finished the game. I beat the game with the Samurai Outriders because I wanted to see how they did Robbie. And I was more than happy because the entire story that plays out when you do that team is focused around Robbie, and everybody else is kind of supporting him and helping him integrate into the Marvel universe because like he's like the new guy, right? And so like even Blade is like known the previous Ghost Riders, right? So he's like, hey, I know what you're capable of. I can help you if you want, kind of thing. So it's really cool because it's basically just like it's taking an opportunity in this game to introduce an entire new audience to the Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider, and I think that was for
Robbie's been around for a minute.
I said a new audience who doesn't read those comics.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
The majority of people who did not watch Agents of Shield.
Yes, those people. He is still the newest character in that game.
Is he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kamala and Danger predate him. Danger predates him by a lot. But I do think it's pretty interesting that Danger is in that game like the week they came out a week after her episode. That's pretty timely. That's pretty cool. But yeah, no, I've been playing it. I love it. It's fun. I haven't been playing it a lot, but because I still have to, share the PS5 with my wife who's addicted to Droid Tycoon on Fortnite. So I sneak in games here and there.
I need to turn back on Fortnite. I saw the new season coming out.
I don't know what's in the new season.
I kind of want a Sonic.
Oh God, there's a Sonic. Is he a pet?
No, he's got a gun.
It's Sonic with a gun.
I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure he's not a pet?
Fortnite Battle Pass. Pretty sure it's Sonic with a gun. I could be wrong.
Okay. If Sonic's got a gun.
But Sora from Sora's got a gun though, that's for sure. From Kingdom Hearts.
Okay. All right.
Is that more you think Sonic shouldn't have a gun?
I just don't think Sonic has the proportions to be a full character in Fortnite. That's like making Mario.
Green Zone is part of the map. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
I'm looking at the video right now.
Okay. Interesting. What season? What even season is it?
I couldn't tell you. Chapter 7, Season 4. That's what it is.
Interesting. I see Mega Man in there and Pac-Man. No, these can't be real.
They got guns. Mega Man has a gun in his hand.
These can't be real. No.
I'd play with Pac-Man with a gun.
I don't. I think this is fake. This is it's too many. Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's in there. Crash Bandicoot.
Give him a gun. Give him a gun too.
You got Persona 5. It's too many different properties in one season. I don't believe it. Usually they have to have at least 4 characters are made by them. This is not
if the chips are down, they gotta.
If the chips are down, I don't know, man. They started. They took away their weird no skin rule. Like they got characters dressed all kinds of scandalous now in that game. It's pretty shocking. I think they're trying to compete with
Marvel Rivals.
I've always seen Marvel Rivals. I always know what Marvel Rivals is doing. That's what I'm saying. That's why they released DC swimsuit characters like a month ago in Fortnite, and it got weird. You can see a lot of Harley Quinn and a lot of Catwoman and a whole lot of Poison Ivy.
It's only weird if there's physics.
There's physics.
Oh, it's weird.
Yeah, we were shocked when we saw the physics. We're like, whoa, what are we doing here, guys? Like, yeah, they're over their prudish rules of having shorts that go down like at least halfway to the thigh.
Those kids who played it when it started grew up.
That's fair. Yeah. So who knows? We'll see. But yeah, there you go. You asked me a question. I gave you a very lengthy answer, but You're welcome to tell me what you've been nerding out on, or we can go to the news, however you want to do it.
I mean, mine's been the same. A lot of Tokun. Tokun? Tolkien. Tolkien? No. What else did we? I feel like there's something else big during the weekend. I can't remember now. No, I'm blanking out.
Oh no.
I'm blanking out.
It sounds like you're aging a little too quickly.
Yeah, I probably am.
That's not good.
I mean, I golfed. That's doesn't help the age accusations, but
it doesn't help for sure.
No, I did get tickets to see the Odyssey again in 40x,
or
not 40x, in 70 millimeter.
Okay.
So in next month, they're for next month. We'll see it.
I want to see Spider-Man in IMAX. I've heard that one's really cool too.
Is 40x your go-to now?
Yeah, it is. It is, unless like it's like we made this for IMAX, that kind of thing. Like I trusted Nolan enough to go see it in IMAX, and it was cool. But like Dune, I'm heavily considering at least one viewing in 40x, because
I mean that was shot for IMAX too.
I know, that's why I said at least one viewing. Yeah. So, but yes, I pretty much just go between those two, and then unless like it's just, I mean, I don't go see a lot of movies that aren't like huge, spectacles right now in theaters. But if I do a standard showing, like I saw Spider-Man the second time in a standard showing, and it was fine. But I just do 40x because, like, if I'm gonna go with my wife, 40x really helps her enjoy the movie more and maintain focus more too. So it's a bit of a manipulation, but she's in on it. She accepts the manipulation.
Looked at it like that.
What? The manipulation part, or the part where it helps people stay focused? It helps you stay focused for sure. It's
right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. You've been to the movies with her. She usually has to go to the bathroom in the middle of a movie. Not in 40x.
Never tracked her bathroom habits while we're in movies.
Well, I'm just saying. I think it's a.
I'm gonna be hyper conscious of that now. The next time we go see a movie.
Yeah. Well, it's an ADHD thing. You know what I mean? Like, if the movie can't like maintain her focus, like she'll start thinking about other things, and next thing you know, she's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And she's fast, she goes, comes back, and watches the movie. But like 40x, she's noticed it herself too. She's like, I don't have to go to there. No, only on the disabled seats.
No.
There's no seatbelt on her seat. But it's just like, for whatever reason, like, I mean, I'm guessing it's because it's a freaking roller coaster of a ride. She does not feel the need to do that when she's watching, and it's requiring all the attention of all of her faculties, so.
Were you ever a fan of 40 movies like at theme parks?
What do you mean? Like motion rides at movies, you're saying? Or I mean motion rides at theme parks?
Like Star Tours or like Universal.
I love Star Tours.
One.
Star Tours.
It's actually a really good one. Oh, the Legoland had a Lego movie, like short movie.
Okay.
But it's all voiced by like, they got everyone but Will Ferrell back, and I think Chris Pratt.
Oh, okay.
But they like, why do you sound different? He's like, I have a cold.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. No. Some of my favorite motion rides were in Las Vegas. They used to have one at the Luxor that was like a crazy.
Is that the Star Trek thing?
No, that was the Hilton. That was my other favorite ride.
I've always wanted to do the Star Trek thing.
The Star Trek one was awesome. I was just talking about that one on Friday, actually, with some Star Trek fans.
So
it's pretty cool.
That whole experience.
It's pretty cool.
And I'm surprised they don't bring that back.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are.
Like that seems like, especially the way the new Vegas direction, it's like Seems like a
Yeah.
slam dunk.
If you like the Next Generation and Deep Space Nine, that was the jam. It was really cool.
Is that the Hilton?
So, it was at the Hilton, and they got rid of it. Yeah.
They were going to build an Enterprise, though, right? That was the whole thing? Or no?
I
I
yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I just know that it didn't play out the way they thought it would, like I think monetarily. So they ended up getting rid of it. But they had Quark's Bar there. You could go and there was people in character and stuff, and the ride was cool because you got beamed onto the ride or onto the deck of the Enterprise, and then you take your seats, and then it goes for a ride through space. But then they have to time travel and go through a wormhole, kind of like they did in First Contact. And next thing you know, you're
like a simulator.
Yeah. And next thing you know, you're flying over Las Vegas, and you're like, "Whoa, this is crazy! It's very surreal." And then eventually,
so you like Soarin' at Disneyland?
I do like Soarin'. Soarin's a great ride. I love it. Plus, they have great air conditioning on that ride too. It's amazing. Yeah. So I love motion rides. They're great. So that's why 4DX is awesome, because it comes with water and air and stuff too, like and smoke and all that stuff.
I saw Badlands in 4DX, and I haven't had the itching to see anything else, but it's definitely. I definitely got my money's worth out of seeing Badlands.
Yeah, Romulus was cool. Romulus is cool because like when the alien like drools, like it drips like water on your face. It's pretty nasty. It's cool though. So, are you ready for the news?
Ready for the news.
Do it.
Let's start with probably some of the only Marvel. Start with the most recent Marvel news that we got. It's finally happening in lieu of a D23, which starts tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, Friday. It was announced that we're finally getting a Marvel and Star Wars 5-issue limited series.
My God.
We
all knew this was coming.
But
for many years.
It didn't happen sooner.
I mean, it should have happened before Patton Oswalt ever did the rant on Parks and Recreations. But yeah,
it's supposed to be a retelling of A New Hope, but set on Earth with Marvel characters. So, but it's written by Kevin Smith. That's the other exciting part of it.
That is pretty exciting. Yeah.
So you'll see this coming next January.
All right.
I kind of buy it. You get this cool 5-panel image.
I freaking love crossovers, and I will say this: I prefer crossovers that actually have lasting impacts on the main stories, but that's not a deal breaker for me. Like
which one had the most lasting impact?
I think Batman in the Darkness was a pretty big one, because the Darkness was like a killer who went around trying to kill people all the time. And Batman, what?
The game comic book Darkness?
Well, he was a comic before.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. But Batman convinced him to try another way. That maybe you don't have to kill everybody. You fight, and he actually took that to heart. Another one was less impactful, but Batman and Spawn. I forget who wrote there was two of them. They did Spawn Batman and Batman Spawn. One of them was I think the Spawn Batman one was they wrote Batman as quite a dick, and he kind of like knew, he could just tell that Spawn was immortal and like not a normal human, and so for fun he buried a freaking batarang in that guy's skull. Like he threw it like lethally, you know what I mean? Like he wouldn't normally try to like murder somebody with a batarang, but he did it on Spawn because he knew he could take it. And Spawn ended up having to stitch his face up with shoelace, and he rocked that shoelace on his face for like at least a year afterwards. Yeah. So sometimes it makes a difference, but I wouldn't say that. That's just more of a cosmetic change, which is still cool, like because artists are drawing
it. Happens.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, definitely a shoelace.
Yeah. So,
but doesn't he have a mask over this though?
Yeah, but you got to understand, he takes that mask off a lot in the comics.
I thought it's like a Venom situation. It just kind of like appears.
He takes it off a lot in the comics. It is a symbiote. You're not wrong, but he takes it off a lot.
No,
he just feels more comfortable with it off.
Well, so stay tuned till next year.
I'm excited for that one. I would happily read that. Happily.
Next up, we didn't talk about it last week because it's still a little early, and I do think it's still early because, again, a big Marvel showcase is happening in like 3 days. But this news seems to be sticking, so it's leading to believe that it's true. So we're gonna roll with that.
Oh yeah, I everything I've read, this is true, and also there's a Storm too.
The Storm, I have not gotten what I need to make it true.
Okay, but, fair enough. Then I just scooped your ass.
According to I know who you're thinking of, Storm. I hope it's true, but I don't think it's true. Yeah. According to Deadline, Samara Weaving from Ready or Not will be
She's
Emma
from
Frost.
a lot of horror movies, but yes, yeah.
She will be the new Emma Frost in the upcoming X-Men movie.
Yep.
And then the flip side of that, you got Kit Connors will be Cyclops.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Kit Connors' work. I looked him up and I was like, I've never seen any of this. But so they're casting him young.
Got the hair, he's got the jaw.
They're casting him young. Yeah.
And then in subsequent news, Sadie Sink catch on the bag with her, and she will be in that X-Men movie.
Yeah. No shit. But yeah, I've heard rumors that I've also heard rumors that they have a beast, or they had a beast in place, but he dropped out recently, and so they're scrambling to still get that, because the plan is to announce the entire cast this weekend, right? At D23.
I think that's what everything's pointing towards.
Yeah. So exciting, but yeah, I will say this: I freaking love Samara Weaving. I love watching her movies. I have watched so many movies with her in them, and they're all fun.
Is Emma Frost an X-Men though?
Is she an X-Men?
Yeah,
she's an X-Men. She's not always an X-Men, but she is.
Well,
but she's a pretty important part of the X-Men.
Give me, we come out of the news on Saturday. I don't necessarily care about actors, but who on your X-Men roster, if you get, you'll be like, all right, they're in the right direction.
Well, if the rumor's true and they're doing Storm also, then that means they're not doing just the original 5. Mm-hmm. And I'm okay with that, because the original 5 are incredibly white. So and I have no problem with them being white. Like, that's fine. Like as far as I can tell right now, Cyclops and Jean, they're keeping them white, right? And that's fine. Mm-hmm. I have no problem with that. What I have a problem with is like a team that is supposed to represent like everyone exclusively having just white characters on it at the beginning, right? Like we have the ability to fix the things the mistakes of the past, right? So mm-hmm. While it was still an incredibly progressive book in the 1960s, and it definitely championed, the feeling of the other and being a minority and being left out, the analogy goes a little thin because they're all white. You know what I mean? Like, so
I don't need a Storm in this movie, because I know there's a Black Panther 3.
For sure.
And I think
but Black Panther 3 is going to come out before X-Men. So
no,
it's not.
No.
Okay, then I'm cool with it. And I'm
X-Men
cool with
takes the first slot. So there's 3 movies in 2028.
Okay.
X-Men, Ghost Rider, and Black Panther 3.
Okay. All right. If that's the case, I hear Zashir Zameda is back in Ghost Rider 3, by the way. I don't know if I scooped you.
She's related, right?
Yeah, she's a character in yeah, that does make me think they're going to do Johnny Blaze, though. That's kind of a bummer. Whatever. But I guess, like, for me, I will say this right up front. I don't need a Wolverine.
I don't need a Wolverine either. I'm ready.
I
can be done with them.
I don't need a Wolverine. I'm totally fine with it being not a Wolverine. Am I fine with a post-credit scene teasing a Wolverine for the next one? Sure. Fine. Whatever. That's cool.
I know it's coming. Like, that's the thing. Like, the adamantium's a thing.
Well, because you have to understand this. Like, there is a through line where a Wolverine makes sense, right? Because, like, what is Metzger doing in Spider-Man, right?
Yeah,
like,
no, I see the vision.
He's trying to find a psychic that can control certain people, right? And it's like, it leads me to believe that there's probably a Weapon X program happening right now at some point. You know what I mean?
I want this sounds really weird. I think we put Wolverine on ice for a few movies. Let Sadie Sink age up.
No.
So it's not completely weird when there's a love triangle with this.
No, it's always weird. Okay. There doesn't matter how old she is, it's always weird. It's fine. It's okay.
After age plus 7 is the golden standard. So we just gotta reach that.
Do you know he's born in like the 1800s, right?
I know. I'm talking about so that the actor, whoever plays this person.
Okay, I got you. But you understand that it's always weird for Wolverine, right? Like it's never appropriate. But yeah, no, I think that I agree with you that we don't need him for a while. But you do need to pull that trigger on that at some point because the fans will riot if we don't do it.
Yeah, you could drop. I think you dropped the seeds in the movie. You can just talk about, hey, there's some shady shit over here.
But you know what would be fun is like let's get a Bishop in there real quick. Like let's start with introducing some of the weird time travel stuff because X-Men goes hard on time travel a lot, as you've seen over just 2 seasons of X-Men 97 without even watching the old stuff, right? Like, how many times has time travel happened on this show? It's a lot. It's very often, So I think a Bishop's a great thing to have early on, but actually, like, show how Bishop is. The fun part about Bishop is you get to show his future for like a second, right? Just for like a few, like 2 minutes, you get to see this future where like it's bad, and so he has to come back and try and fix it. You know what I mean? And somehow they have to figure out a way to rewrite the rules of time travel that Tony Stark established. Also, just throwing that out there. Yeah. But another one would be cool is Forge. I think Forge is a great one because cool. I think Forge is great because he helps address a lot of the questions, which is like, where'd Professor X get all this shit? You know what I mean?
Deus Ex Machina.
Exactly. Yeah. It's better if Forge makes it because that's literally his power. Like, he can make anything and sometimes he doesn't even know how it works. He can make shit. You know what I mean? So I think Forge is a great one, and now we're diversifying the crew a little bit with Bishop and Forge. You know what I mean? Like, I love Storm. I think that Storm and Cyclops are up there like equally as being the awesomest leaders ever. But I'm willing to wait for Storm if it means that we get to highlight Cyclops a little bit more before.
Yeah, I guess it's how. We're obviously getting a younger Cyclops, right? Younger Jean Grey. In my mind, Storm is always like a leader type figure, who's someone who's older. So it's like, I can see like her, Wolverine, like a Colossus, like they're on the back burner, right? This is just like
So in the in the 70s, or the late 70s, when they wanted to make the comic reflect the diversity of the world, right, a little bit better, that's when they added Colossus, Storm, Wolverine, and I think Banshee got added at that point. It was just trying to make it more global, you know what I mean? Like have characters from all over the world.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
I wouldn't mind like
Nightcrawler showed up at the 80s too.
I'll say proper, but like a first class movie, I wouldn't mind redoing that again. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, but if you're gonna do the first class, it should actually be the first class, right? So it should be Iceman, Angel, and Beast, and Jean Grey, and Cyclops. But like I said, they're so white. Like there's
if they do Iceman right,
Iceman doesn't have to be white.
Yeah, he's just ice.
There's nothing about his character that is intrinsic.
If they commit him to be ice the whole time.
Yeah, I would say Angel makes more sense as white, only because he comes from a super rich family, and that's the kind of thing that white privilege gets you for sure. You know what I mean? Like it's like he's the third, right? And I know you're the third too, but like that's typically a very white thing to be the third. You know that.
I don't think so.
Well, I know you're biased, Ricky. You're very biased.
I'm the only third that I know.
Exactly. But most of the fictional ones I know are white. So, yeah. But yeah, no. What about you? Who are you thinking? Who do you want?
I honestly just think the first class team, but you just do the proper suits. Put Jean Grey in the dress for like a second.
Oh man, the dress, huh?
Give Cyclops the full ski suit, right?
Yeah. See, I would rather have another female in the group too, because for me it's weird to just have one. Like it's
gotta be Rogue, right?
Rogue is cool. I think Rogue is a fun one to have. I would love Gambit. Like if you honestly, like, I would be super happy if you gave me the freaking X-Men cartoon team. But just make sure that Bishop and Forge are prominent in there as well. That would be the juice. But I also don't need Wolverine. That's fine. Like it's not necessary. But I do think that there should be at least one other female. Maybe that's Emma Frost. It's kind of weird if it's Emma. I don't think it's going to be Emma as like, I think she would be a headmistress. I think she'd be a teacher at the school. But I would rather see somebody like with a very different power set. I do like the idea, or I guess the first class. Like I don't want to see Xavier. I need to start the school. I don't need that. I want to see Xavier having the school running. That's what I'm saying. That's why I want it. That's why I want to see.
I need a team.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
I also really, honestly, I would like Jubilee. I think Jubilee is an awesome character.
Jubilee would be a fun one.
And I think lots of cosplayers love Jubilee. That's for sure. I think Jubilee's like a really fun character to do that. And I think if you do Jubilee as she's the new one, that's your view into this world, that gives heavy X-Men cartoon vibes, because that's how the show starts. The TV show started with Jubilee joining as the newest member. You do that, and man, people are gonna freak out because
I don't know if I could see a world where Jubilee is replaced by like a Miss Marvel.
Fair.
She's a mutant now.
That's fair. I won't hate on it, but I do think you got to have a Jubilee at some point, because I don't know if you know this, but in all those old X-Men movies, Jubilee's in every one of them. Yeah. Not the time travel.
Lana Condor.
It's like a different actress in a lot of them. Like in some of the movies, it's different, but like she never really gets to do anything in those movies. So, we'll see. All right, cool. You got any other news?
Yeah, 2 more bits of news before we talk about X-Men. On the DC side of things,
Nice.
well, it's not good news.
The cancellations. Yeah.
DC has canceled the Amanda Waller series and the Paradise Lost, aka the Wonder Woman show. Both those are no longer coming out. This comes on the heels of Lanterns, which comes out Sunday. It's already pivoted on the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of weird, right? They announced a whole shit ton of things. I mean, it's not weird. It's just weird that part of that announcement was like, these things are gonna happen. We don't cancel our like. So you have the Waller show, Wonder Woman show, the Authority, all gone.
I've heard that there is a weird clause in the Paramount contract that lets them they get a chance to vet or like help decide on any project that is like a high profile, meaning a budget over a certain amount while the transaction is going through.
Yeah, I don't envy where they're at right now. They're in
right.
There are powers beyond the DC that are
So I think the reason that information has been leaking is to like let people know this is beyond James Gunn's control right now, or James Gunn's control. Like it's something else is happening that is getting in the way, and I have heard that also that there's some stickiness to that, to the takeover, that could lead to it not even happening because it's being prolonged. And there is like also a clause where they start having to pay extra money,
$1 million a day,
if it goes past a certain deadline. So you've heard this too. Yeah. So we'll see where things lay, but I think James Gunn is trying to make the most out of what he's got right now. So
it's unfortunate. The Jimmy Olsen show that everyone's excited about, that's filming right now.
Oh yeah, and Gorilla Grodd.
It
does have Gorilla Grodd. I like Gorilla Grodd, man. He's a cool character, so I'm happy for that.
And then also the second bit of the news is Mr. Miracle cartoon show or animated show, which is set in the DCU, still happening. And It was confirmed today that Nathan Fillion will be playing or reprising his role as Guy Gardner.
Nice.
In that show.
Cool. Sounds like he might be the through line to the whole universe.
So like,
he's been in everything, right?
Is he the Agent Coulson?
Could be.
He has not been in Creature Commandos.
Oh, you're right. He's not, huh? Yeah. So far, Rick Flag Sr.'s been in everything, right?
He wasn't in Supergirl.
Oh, you're right. He wasn't in Supergirl. Nobody was in Supergirl except for Superman, right? Like that's Superman. Yeah. I mean,
Crypto.
Yeah. Okay. I got nothing. It's cool. When do you think that movie comes out on HBO Max? Supergirl.
It's already out, isn't it?
On HBO Max? No, it's on video on demand.
No,
I think it's on video on demand right now. You're just gonna Google when it comes out. Take all the fun out of it.
Yeah. It is on video on demand. I think it's on Amazon.
Yeah, it's video on demand.
I don't know.
All right.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Cool. Let's do it. Dun, 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 dun. I threw you off.
I forgot to ask. Yeah. I forgot to ask. Did you buy any more Comic-Con exclusives on Hasbro Pulse?
I got one more Fluffy. because he's got different faces, and I was like, if he's got different faces, fine.
I kind of want another Spider-Man.
I know you do.
I got rid of the one. I had to. Got rid of one.
It's $80 though, and I hate the other two. Like the other two are so silly.
Oh, I love the other two, but I don't need two more of those.
Sorry, I don't mean I hate them. Like I would hate to have two of them exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're funny. They're funny for sure. Yeah, but no, that's it. Like I'm good. I'm good. All the Magic the Gathering figures go on pre-order tomorrow, by the way. And the Black Panther is only Amazon exclusive, so just throwing that out there.
It's worth getting for the Gauntlet.
They're all worth getting because retailers scalp the crap out of those figures when they finally release. You can't find them for less than $50 when they're in stores, you can't find them in regular stores, and you can't find them for less than $50 at specialty stores. So I just get them, and I don't even remember what I did with the cards. I know. Yeah, I know where the cards are.
Those Lucas Museum cards that I got. Ooh, those are some crazy stuff right now.
Well, we are supposed to be talking about X-Men 97.
Yeah, that's true.
So, spoilers for anybody who just watched or has not watched the finale that aired today. We're going to spoil it for you, and we're going to let you know how we feel about it. And I will say this before I say anything else negative or anything negative, which I probably will say at some point. Take it or leave it. Season 2 is so X-Men. It's so X-Men. Like, it is very much an X-Men season. Like, but the problem is when I say that, it has all the bad and the good of what X-Men is. Like, but I promise you, the beats that this show hits, you could find that picking up any 1 year of X-Men comics, you will get the experiences that you've got on this, which are, there's highs, there's lows, there's like moments where you're like, wait, what? Who just died? Another one died? Is that like it's confusing, it's soap opera, and it's meant to go forever. So if you don't feel good about the way this season ends, that's okay. It's by design. It's by design. Like, I'm not making an excuse for it. I'm just saying, like, I will concede that it was a very X-Men season.
Okay.
It had the action. It had the weird drama. It had things coming out of left field a lot. But I can't, like, I watched it twice. I watched it once this morning, and I was kind of cranky. I was like, that wasn't really what I wanted. I watched it again a couple hours ago, and I was like, it's pretty freaking X-Men, though. It's pretty freaking X-Men. Like, it's so, as somebody who has, loved and hated the X-Men throughout my life, because it's a very daunting task to take on reading X-Men comics, because there's too many of them, and the backstories are forever. This is why I grew up watching the cartoon, because it was easier to follow. And the longer this show goes, it's gonna get as complicated as the comics are too. That's just unavoidable. So that's what I'll say about that. Ricky, tell me what you thought about these last 2 episodes where they finally brought Gambit back.
So you gotta realize I'm much younger than you.
I know. I do realize that often.
Of the Gambit content that I've been exposed to in my life, Gambit is typically a silly guy, right? Just what it is. I don't have the same reverence as a lot of people from your generation have towards Gambit.
Okay.
Right? So I will admit, the X-Men 97 Gambit is probably the best Gambit that I've personally seen, right?
Yeah, but you know what? That's Gambit, and that's the Gambit that we all grew up with. Is the animated series one. I know that it hits different in '97 for sure, because he got to play a little bit more serious. He plays a little bit more Pepe Le Pew in the old show. How about that? Like, if that's the nice way of saying it.
Well,
but he does have a heart of gold at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's still the same character to us. But yes, we all grew up loving the cartoon Gambit more than anything else.
All that to say is, I really don't care about Gambit. I don't care about Channing Tatum Gambit. I don't care. I think he looks cool. I think they do cool things. I thought his ending last season was great.
Well, it wasn't even the ending last season. It was like the 7th episode, right?
Yeah, thought it was perfect.
Yeah.
I think. Look, there's a lot of these X-Men. You guys kill them and commit to the bit.
Oh, they never commit to the bit.
You got a bunch waiting. So, like, I mean, all that to say is like this. The flip side of that, I like the Apocalypse, right? I like Apocalypse a lot. So to have Apocalypse story just kind of take a back seat for like 2 or 3 episodes, and then oh shit, we got to do this Apocalypse thing again. But then there's Gambit. It's like, okay, you're mixing like 2 things. I would consider, like, I don't say opposites, but like you're putting this one thing into this other thing, but then it's, some of the parts is not worth the whole in this situation. Like, it was just weird. So
I will say this: they dared to do something that was not actually in the comics. They dared to do the whole bit where Apocalypse is actually inside Gambit, and they had to like separate the 2 entities, right? Because in the comics, Gambit is just a horseman of Apocalypse. But they chose to commit to the whole secret plot twist. Hey, we found Apocalypse, but he's dead. Well, his body's dead, but that's really because he put himself inside a Gambit. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't know that it made a difference that's where the story ended, right? Like, it didn't. I wasn't like, oh no, now he's Gambit Apocalypse. Like, I didn't really care, because like I knew that wasn't. They had already telegraphed it, right? Because in the last episode, like it starts with the Rogue and Beast and Nightcrawler are already resolving the problem before we've even faced it, right? Like they've found ship deep under the water, and they're accessing that altar that changed Apocalypse inside ship, and they're making a deal with Eson, the Celestial. Thank you. And so you're like, okay, cool. I guess Super Rogue's gonna come save the day and then die. And I think it was all just in service to create a twist where, psych, Nightcrawler died, and I just felt like that's
kind of just wish Gambit would have died. Like,
yeah, I kind of wish that they didn't play with death like that. But then I remember, oh yeah, this is X-Men. It's very X-Men.
I will applaud them for they kill Nightcrawler. Magneto is still dead. Like, I'll applaud that. But yeah, it's just like it. There's the last season had 10 episodes.
10 episodes.
This one had 9. And just
it felt rushed, right?
I felt like we're missing a piece. Like, I can't say I would know where to put it, but like,
yeah. You know, the other weird part too is the Dead Man's Hand episode, the episode before this one, the penultimate episode, was trying to like call back to like a weird episode of the old show where you learn Gambit's past and that he comes from New Orleans, obviously.
It's kind of like a biker gang.
But he's part of a rivalry between the Thieves Guild and the Assassins Guild. Like, they're ancient guilds that have been around for centuries, and they are granted power from this being called the External, who lives in the swamp, and That's an episode that they did a long time ago, and I went back and watched that. And it's dumb because you don't really get to know anything about this external. It's just basically a lady in the lake, and if you bring a tithing to her every 10 years, you're granted a boon, and if you don't, somebody gotta die. And so she's a very powerful mystical character. Don't know anything about her, and then this episode tries to like fill in the blanks and be like, oh yeah, by the way, this was Apocalypse's love back in the day. She betrayed him as a plan to get even with him for killing his people. I mean, her people, but she got a fraction of Apocalypse's power. And you're like, okay, that's interesting. You're making this character more interesting. Let's see what you do with it. Dead. Like Gambit just shows up and kills her. And I felt like, what was all that for? What was all that for? You know what I mean? Like, why did we even waste time hyping this character up? Was it just to like remind you that Apocalypse truly believes that the ones closest to you will be your undoing? Because she wasn't even his undoing. He's fine. He's still doing, you know, I don't know. Like, I felt like you're right. There's an episode missing that we could have stretched out some of this content a little bit more.
Well, the big difference between this season and last season, the Bodemayo side, right? Yeah. I don't bring that into this.
Yeah.
But
he's still credited as writing the last week's episode.
From what I'm gathering, the X-Men stories are at their best when they are hard-nosing the analogies of the issues of our world with racism.
And I think that was the problem going into this season is they could have done it. They could have gone hard with it, but they didn't, right?
This year they go hard in the other neat parts about X-Men, the space, the time travel.
Yeah.
But I think you kind of...
It needs the social...
You're missing that song. Right? And look, I think it started at a great point, right?
The Apocalypse story was
Apocalypse great, and it's solid. He has
started as a slave, starts as a slave and rose up, right? And defeated his oppressors. Kang's like, I'm out of here. This is not good anymore. You know, like it was going good. It was going good.
Like the chips were on the table, and then they just went left a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm not even saying they had to like immediately continue right after killing Magneto. Like I like the pace of like interludes. Like I still like, as much as I still feel it's the worst episode of the season, I still like the Wolverine season.
I like the Wolverine
episode. Great. Yeah, because we got to check in with these characters. We got to know what everybody's doing in every place. I liked Jubilee and Berto joining X Factor X Force, right? Yeah.
Like we just basically stopped checking in on Apocalypse. And then we just, shit, we gotta like talk about this guy.
Yeah, we needed one more episode at least to re-establish that Apocalypse now is still ever much the threat that he was then, you know, and in the future. Because the whole premise of this season is like, I'm gonna hit them at their weakest point in the 90s. And I'm like, are you saying they're at their weakest because Gambit's dead? Like, what are you saying? Like, I don't. Why are they their weakest? And like, I was never clued into that while I'm watching this show. Why are they at their weakest right now? Like nobody ever explained that to me, and I think that's what that shows you that this story didn't get to play out the way it was originally envisioned. Right? Something happened.
According to Bodemayo, this was supposed to be an Onslaught story and more or less an Onslaught versus Apocalypse situation.
Yeah. See, that makes more sense. That makes way more sense.
But I still don't want to like diss on this. I do enjoy this show a lot. Like, it's just like you go, you know, I almost equate it like back to the food analogy, right? You see a new dish at your favorite restaurant. It's like, oh, They didn't use their secret sauce this time.
Yeah.
Maybe they should use
Did
that.
they forget to
Like,
use the sauce?
is this,
Or like,
they're trying something a little different.
Yeah.
And look, the show's going to continue. There's already a season 3,
Yeah,
more or less done or almost done. They're working on season 4.
the funny thing about the onslaught thing is that's a very 90s thing.
When they set that up at the last season.
Well, they set it up this season when Magneto dies.
No, but there was a moment in the last finale where they murdered something for like a second.
Oh, Magneto and Charles, and then but there's episodes in this season where Charles is like, I can't find Magneto in my brain anywhere. Like I know he's there, but I want him back. And I'm like, Charles, don't try too hard. It's not good if you try too hard. I would say the building blocks were there even this season, like for the first half of the season, they're there. And the catalyst being watching Magneto get brutally murdered. Why wouldn't that cause a psychic break in your brain? Like it's there's a lot of things there that could have led to it. And I'm just saying it's a very 90s thing because I literally remember reading it in the 1990s. Like, oh, I'll check this thing out. You thought we couldn't come up with more crazy stuff? How about this crazy ass onslaught that just looks like Magneto? And you're like, wait, what? What is that thing? And then, so now I'm bummed now that you told me that. It's like, because I would have made it better. But anyways, you were saying that like what we got like is fine, but
it's not like we didn't get what made that first season so good.
Yeah.
And I don't want to like compare it to like Spider-Man, but we recently just got a pretty good X-Men story in a Spider-Man movie, right? So this for the X-Men show to not be the better of those stories is like,
it's weird, right? Yeah,
weird. Yeah, it's a little weird.
Is it also weird that the coolest moment of the final episode was when Morph turned into the animated series Doc Ock?
I thought he turned into Flatman, but
what?
He turned into Flatman too. But the Doc Ock was interesting. Because the Doc Ock,
it was specifically the animated series Doc Ock, the cartoon Doc Ock.
The Doc Ock tells me like, are you gonna do the Spider-Man thing?
Yeah, I think they're gonna. I've heard rumors they're gonna do Gargoyles also. Probably give it the X-Men 97 treatment. Just, I think everybody wants to just use as much of Keith David as they can before he's not available to use anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to sour that, but I'm just saying, like,
sell his voice rights ASAP.
Yeah, like in fairness, like the guy playing Wolverine's not getting any younger either, right? Like he's not. Yeah, him, Rogue, Storm. They're all senior citizens, so like we have to just appreciate having them while we for the time we do, so. But yeah, I think that this show is gonna just keep doing its thing. And I will say, not every season of the old show was the best thing ever either, but I do appreciate them maintaining a certain length. And knowing that this season was 9 versus 10, I was hoping that wasn't going to hurt it, but now I feel like it really did hurt it. Like I feel like episode 9 kind of sucked because it tried to tie up a lot of things that needed more time to tie up. Like that was hard. I was down for episode 8, even though they killed that external super fast. I was like, you know what? I'm going to trust in you because I think you're going to do something cool next week, So like, I get it. You're saying, hey, this external thing, she don't really matter. She's just a means to an end for this Gambit character, this Gambit apocalypse. So I was willing to really give them the benefit of the doubt. Like at the end, when I finished penultimate episode, I was still very hopeful. But when I finished this episode, I was like, ugh.
Yeah, that's it.
And then they just went right to like, hey, guess what, guys? We're getting Mystique next week or next year. And I'm like, cool, I guess. Like, I don't put Mystique high on the list of like.
Is Mystique just like a shitty morph?
Sure.
Right?
Sure. I won't say you're wrong on that. Shitty morph. Yeah.
Look, I'm
She's
happy.
also Nightcrawler and Rogue's mom.
She doesn't seem phased about any of that.
Or maybe she is, and that's why
Maybe,
shot. She might have killed Val Cooper. I'm just saying that did happen at the end of the episode, right? And I think the cool thing, the more promising thing that you're supposed to pay attention to, besides the fact that Mystique's coming back, is they showed you the result of the election, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Graydon Creed is now the president of the United States. That lets lets me believe that we could get a whole lot more racism next season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the good stuff right there. Like anti-muty stuff. Like, you know what I was also weirded out by in this episode? The Mecha Sentinels.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
That came out of nowhere, right? Like that. Like, did they ever use them this season?
No,
but they were referencing them.
You're gonna buy one.
They referenced them like they knew about them, right? They're like,
have those ever existed? Have you seen those
in the comics?
Comics, yeah.
They probably do. I don't remember seeing them, but I was just like, I feel like you guys skipped some stuff here. Like, I also was like, were we supposed to get an episode where like Gambit like went on a quest to find this magical sword that could kill the External as quickly as he did? Like, were we supposed to get an episode that explained to us what the hell that jewel was that he pulled out of her chest, and then like he put it in Rogue's chest, and then later they used that jewel to imprison Apocalypse? Like, would you like to like tell me anything, or are you just gonna show me? You know, you're just gonna show me weird stuff and let me infer.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like there was plot points missing that were necessary to understand what was happening. Like, I get the gist of it, but I just didn't feel like they cared so much about my understanding of what was happening, you know? Does that make sense? I feel like
it just felt like, we got to put a bow on this, and then we're just kind of rushing.
Yeah.
You know. But I don't want to knock it too much. I would say solid 7. I enjoyed most of the season.
You know what I will rag on? Like, we didn't even really get to mourn Professor X's chair. He's just got that shitty chair now, man. Like, what? Come on, Forge. What does that chair do? That chair sucks.
I mean, it's kind of fucked up if you got a guy that can fix it.
Yeah, right? Like, I didn't even really stop to think about it until like today. I was like, so we're just done with the cool chair? It's over, right? Like, I've accepted that we got to swallow these stupid costumes for a little while longer. I hate these costumes so much, man. I cannot stand the fact that Jean Grey and Storm, Jean Grey and who is it? Jean Grey and Polaris? I can't remember. Jean Grey and somebody else wear full-on jackets, and Rogue wears no sleeves. I was like, stop hugging everybody, Rogue. That's so dangerous. Just stop it. Like, but I hate Professor X's leather jacket outfit. I hate, you know what? My favorite thing about these whole stupid outfits is that Wolverine's like, I'm not wearing that. Like, that's stupid. Like, that's like, he's just like, I like this brown and tan costume. It's cool. It doesn't vibe with your aesthetic at all, but I'm good with it. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's some other ones not wearing it too. Oh yeah, Jubilee and Sunspot, right? They're not.
Jubilee has her own new suit though.
Yeah, they're just like, nah, we're good. But like those other ones, man, even like, why are you making Beast wear all those layers, dude? That's just like seems like really uncomfortable. Like, that's like putting like 2 sweaters on your dog. You know what I mean? Like, that's just too much. Like, that's rude. Like, that's so much. And it's like not even winter time. I hate those outfits, but I was willing to accept them. But now you're making me accept this stupid ass wheelchair. Come on. I know I'm biased. I know I have my own personal preferences and things, but That wheelchair sucks. Okay. That's it. And then also, like, again, another point of like glossing over shit. We made some upgrades. We call it Cerebra. Oh, yeah. Were those upgrades more Shi'ar technology? Because that didn't
Oh
work
yeah,
out for you.
that was a nugget. He
Yeah.
gets the helmets.
He gets the new helmet.
The new helmet. That's a problematic helmet, though, right? That's where he does all the crazy shit.
Yeah.
He walks in that helmet.
Well, he walks in the astral plane. Also, I think it's so funny when he fights Gambit in the astral plane. I'm like, Charles.
No, but he
stop putting on the Conquistador outfit.
In the comics, he's in Krakoa. He's walking around with that helmet, right?
Oh no, that's another helmet later. That's a different helmet. But I think it is still called Cerebra. I could be wrong, but I know what you're talking about. But yeah, no, Cerebra. I heard him say, I heard B say, we made some upgrades, and I'm like, what does that mean? Like, please tell me you made fail safes that prevent that old episode that we saw a few weeks ago happening again, because that was not good. You know, I'm just saying. That's the whole reason we lost the cool wheelchair in the first place. You know, like, so I think what I ended up deciding is this season, by the end of it, made me like the Danger episode even more, because I'm like, that was very impactful. And I had no idea at the time that it was as impactful as it is. But here we are now.
You mourn that loss more than a Nightcrawler.
I did. I think that's that's what I was also bummed about, is like they didn't even let us mourn Nightcrawler, right? They just cut straight to credits, dude. The second you find out Nightcrawler's dead, you're like, over. We're like, what? That's rude. That's rude. So Nightcrawler sacrificed himself to Isan to save Rogue. So, okay, I get it. It is a very Nightcrawler thing to do. And I think in theory, on the binge watch, it hits better.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because I think Nightcrawler had a really strong episode this season, but
yeah,
I don't think he had enough strong moments throughout the season.
He didn't hit the same as Gambit,
right? Yeah, because Gambit's like watching his girl like date Magneto for like a while. Like that was awkward. You know what I mean?
All this is Rogue's fault to begin with.
It's always Rogue's fault, bro. Like if you go back and watch the old show, it's very frequently Rogue's fault. You just can't get around that. That's X-Men, man. Rogue starts a lot of shit. But yeah, I liked it. I am happy that we chose to do this thing today, so that I don't think I would be happy to be talking about this next week. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I hope you move on.
Yeah, I will move on after today. I will wash the taste out of that episode out of my mouth.
Hopefully, I forget. Like, was Peacemaker also Sunday night HBO?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
HBO.
It's a good time to watch a show.
Yeah, they lost their House of the Dragon. They need something else to fill the spot.
But it is weird to like. All I'm saying is, football season starts up pretty soon.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to make a Sophie's choice throughout every week of what you watch when you watch it.
We'll see. That first episode is gonna tell me a lot on how I prioritize my weekends.
Yeah, for sure. I'm very excited for Lanterns. I'm so excited that I could be done talking about X-Men 97 for a good year right now.
For a year.
That doesn't mean that I won't happily talk about it again when it comes back next year. I still like the show. I still like the show better than 90% of the things on Disney Plus. Probably more.
I guess, what's the toy that you want from the season?
What's the toy?
I want the Apocalypse.
I mean, yeah, the Apocalypse is cool, but I already have that on pre-order. You know, I'm gonna be honest, and it's gonna be funny for you. As much as I hate on them, I do want all the new outfits, just because I like having
those. They're not toys yet, though. Are there legends in those outfits?
There is There is only the Wolverine.
I thought no, the Beast. No.
No.
Really?
They've never made that. They've never made Beast in that outfit. You're thinking of Astonishing X-Men. That's a later outfit. It's different. It also does have a big X across it, but it's not.
Oh, yeah, it's on the.
But his chest is exposed on that.
Yeah,
on that suit.
Yeah, I see.
It's a very weird look. They made a long time ago in an X-Men Classics toy line that's adjacent to Marvel Legends. They made Wolverine in that outfit, and he has no shirt, but he has a cloth goods jacket.
Yep, I'm looking at it right now.
And it is gross.
It's a good looking toy.
What?
It's a good looking toy.
It's not. I just put it in my Castaway drawer yesterday. Like it was like, I was like, go away. I have faith that they'll make this.
And the chain.
I don't remember the chain, but yeah, no, I actually think that like just because I like seeing different iterations of X-Men costumes, and while I don't love those suits in the show because I feel like they didn't even really bother to explain why they have them now, in the comics it's a really big moment when they have those suits, and so I will happily take those cartoon figures and just say that they're my comic book figures, you know what I mean? So I can hate on them though, like they are my least favorite, but I love having all the different looks that there are available.
That's fair.
So yeah, so I wouldn't mind an external figure just so I could tell more stories than she ever got to. Also what's his name? Exodus from the Savage Land episode.
They could update
main acolyte guy.
Danger hasn't seen an update in a minute.
Yeah, she was a Build-A-Figure a million years ago for sure. Yeah, I'm not opposed to a Danger for sure, but I also would rather see them make Danger from Tokon.
Well,
I think that'll happen too. So, but I think that Exodus is a cool one that we've never gotten an Exodus figure in the Marvel Legends line, and then I think those costumes are cool. I don't know. I think Jean looks fine in that costume. I think Jean makes it work. Cyclops makes it work. I feel bad for Beast, and I feel Nightcrawler's just like, I'm wearing my own weird version of this. I don't know. Nightcrawler's is weird, but yeah. Which ones do you want to see toys of?
I don't know. I wouldn't mind a recolored Psylocke, like the Marvel Capcom Psylocke, but just kind of retooled for the show.
Well, you're in luck. I don't work for them, but I know that's happening. That's 100% happening. You know that's happening.
Yeah.
Maybe a different head. You know, like that looks more like the cartoon.
Give me a flat man, damn it.
They made that one many years ago. Marvel Legends Flatman. You know about that?
No.
He's a cutout on a comic
book. Yeah.
But it has the Marvel Legends packaging on the page and everything. Yeah. I did like that Flatman was represented for like a hot second in the show, but I
got a HeroClix.
Yeah. All right. I think we're winding down to now we're talking about random stuff, so it's probably time to go. Like, why don't anybody who is watching or listening to us feel free to message and let us know which characters or suits from this season of X-Men 97 you want to see in the toy form, because I'm interested. I actually really dig the suits they wore in the future. Because but I would prefer cloth goods. You know what I really, really want above all else, like more than anything, like now that this is all said and done, and now that Marvel Legends is moving towards having a maximum series line, you know what I really want?
Hmm.
I want a freaking Gambit with a cloth jacket.
I think you'll get that.
I want a wired coat because I can't stand that I have like 4 different Gambits and they're all the same plastic coat. It's stupid. It's so dumb. Like how many cool like I know we kind of gloss over it, but like the action in these last 2 episodes was pretty cool. Like I really like watching all the fighting. Like I like when Storm made quick work of all of Gambit's like little army in last week's episode. I liked watching Cable try his best to like make it to kill Gambit, and like he had to fight his mom and dad. I loved watching Wolverine and Morph fight, Psylocke and Archangel. There's a ton of good combat in this episode, these 2 episodes, but like, tell me a time when Gambit is fighting and that jacket isn't doing the craziest shit ever. Like it doesn't happen. And so I'm just like, if you're gonna do this, like I think this Marvel Maximum Series Thor has ruined me. He's ruined me completely. Like I can't. I see this toy and I'm like, so you can give us what we want. You just choose not to. You choose not to, and that hurts. That hurts my soul.
I'm sure there's a number that they need, but your point.
Gambit.
I'm surprised that we don't have more Maximum figures.
And then we're doing Black Suit Spider-Man next.
Yeah,
so
it
stupid.
just seems like a win-win reason to print money. Like,
yeah, I want the perfect Gambit toy. That's what I want. I think like that. I feel so bad for him. I feel bad for him because he's got too many toys that never can do the thing that Gambit does, which is look cool while throwing cards and spinning a stick around. You know what I mean? Even the Channing Tatum one, plastic coat. So dumb. So dumb. Yeah. Or at the very least, if they're not going to give me a cloth coat, start including interchangeable arms that don't have the sleeves on them, so that I can go buy.
That's never gonna happen. You know that's not gonna happen.
So that I can just go buy a damn coat. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that's the biggest problem, is because he gets like single jointed arms. Like that kills me.
Well, we're gonna wrap up. I didn't expect your cloth goods soapbox to go on this long.
It did.
But sorry. We will wrap up there, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back next Tuesday with Lane Hunters.
Yeah.
But until then, true believers.